There's a gremlin in your gut. No, really. One minute you're sitting in a quiet classroom or a tense meeting, and the next, your stomach roars like a lion that just got ghosted. It's loud. It's weirdly dramatic. And it always waits for the moment everyone is silent. But here's the real question. Is your stomach just crying for attention? Or is there an actual reason it sounds like a horror movie trailer whenever you skip breakfast? Turns out, your stomach is a drama queen with purpose. This rumble isn't just your body saying, "Feed me." It's actually a full-on cleanup crew marching through your gut. And it even has a name that sounds like a wizard sneezing. Say it with flair, borborygmi. The ancient Greeks came up with that one. And now you have a word to shout the next time your stomach interrupts a funeral. It sounds like a Hogwarts spell that accidentally summons a mariachi band. It's the kind of word that gets you kicked out of spelling bees and dinner parties alike. Imagine yelling bor ygmi during a group meditation session. Instant villain origin story. But it fits, because that growl, it's epic, it's loud, and it's got serious biological sass, like your gut's version of someone vacuuming the house while blasting death metal. It's not a polite whisper. It's your intestines banging pots and pans yelling, "We're still here!" So no, it's not just hunger. It's the sonic boom of your gut trying to go full Marie Kondo. But borborygmi isn't just about being hungry. It's part of a system-wide body protocol called the migrating motor complex. Sounds like a futuristic robot army, but it's basically your gut's janitorial staff. Picture this. Your intestines are a long, winding water park tube, and when food's not sliding through, this crew kicks in to flush out all the leftover bits. Crumbs, mucus, bacteria, anything still lingering after your last meal. And yeah, it does this while making noise, lots of noise. Now here's where things get surprisingly juicy. You might think this process starts because you're hungry. Nope, it's actually your body's version of closing up shop and turning on the Roomba. When you haven't eaten for a couple of hours, the brain goes, "All right, time for some spring cleaning," and sends out a signal to get those peristaltic waves rolling. These are muscular contractions that look like your intestines are doing the worm. And they sweep everything down toward the large intestine like a stern librarian shushing the stacks. It's like a secret underground maintenance crew clocking in when the kitchen closes. No applause, no tips, just elbow grease and intestinal determination. Picture your gut as a nightclub after hours. The DJ's gone, the lights are up, and now it's mop bucket time. Even the bacteria are like, "Yo, wrap it up." It's a non-stop push party, inching leftovers along like awkwardly rolling a burrito you overstuffed. Every squish, slosh, and squeeze is precision chaos designed to keep your pipes clean. And yes, sometimes the soundtrack to that janitorial work sounds like an offbeat tuba solo. But why does it get loud only when you're hungry? Well, when your stomach is empty, there's nothing to muffle the sound. It's like shaking a hot water bottle. Full, you barely hear it. Half full, kinda sloshy. Empty? Welcome to the beatbox concert in your belly. The contractions are still happening even when you're full. They just don't echo as much. So when you're sitting quietly, running on an empty tank, your stomach isn't yelling for food. It's just vacuuming loudly. Now imagine if that vacuum gets jammed. That's what happens with something called SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. Basically, the bacteria that should be chilling in the large intestine throw a rave in the small one. And they don't just dance. They steal nutrients, party hard with fiber, and release enough gas to qualify as biohazards. If you've ever eaten a salad and felt like you swallowed a balloon animal, this might be why. These bacteria are like uninvited guests crashing your Airbnb, eating all your snacks, and clogging the toilet on their way out. Instead of peacefully digesting, your gut becomes a fermentation factory run by gremlins on Red Bull. They take your vitamins, trash your gut lining, and ghost you with bloating that could lift you off the ground. Fiber turns into their personal confetti cannon. Probiotics? Sometimes just fuel for the fire. It's a full-blown microbial mutiny in your midsection. And the worst part? You can't evict them without serious gut-level intervention. So yeah, next time your stomach sounds like it's starting a mosh pit, blame the bacteria throwing an illegal warehouse party where your lunch used to be. And this is where the body's cleaning system becomes super important. That migrating motor complex is supposed to sweep the small intestine clean to stop this from happening. But if it's not working properly, say you're constantly snacking and never give it a break, it never gets the chance to do its job. And when it doesn't, welcome to Bloat City. Population, you and your regrettable kale smoothie. Here's the twist. Eating actually pauses the whole cleaning process. As soon as food hits the stomach, the gut's like, "Oh, we're back on duty. Cool, stop sweeping, let's get cooking." That means if you're constantly grazing, the gut's janitor crew never gets their shift. And eventually, things get real funky. Now let's take it up a notch, because there's more happening in that gut party than you think. There are sensors all over your stomach wall that feel when it stretches. Kind of like those sensors in elevators that know when it's full and stop letting people in. As you eat, your stomach fills, stretches, and sends signals up a major nerve highway called the vagus nerve straight to your brain's control center, specifically the hypothalamus. That's where your brain goes, "All right, we're good. Stop eating now." But fullness isn't just about stretching. Your body also relies on a hormonal gossip network. Enter stage left. Hormones like cholecystokinin, aka CCK, which sound like characters from a fantasy novel but are actually secret agents telling your brain when nutrients have arrived in your intestine. CCK slows down how fast food leaves the stomach and signals the brain, "Yo, we're getting full down here." That's why eating slowly makes you feel fuller faster. If you wolf down food, the hormones can't keep up, and you end up feeling like a human burrito. These hormones are basically the group chat moderators of your digestive system. When they're firing correctly, your brain knows exactly when to tap out, but scarf down a burger like you're in a speed eating contest, and those chemical messengers are left behind in the dust, trying to send "we're full" texts with zero signal. It's like hosting a dinner party and not telling the kitchen to stop sending out dishes. So yeah, slow bites, people. Give the hormones time to spill the tea. Then, behind the scenes, insulin and leptin join the game. Insulin gets triggered by the presence of nutrients, and that, in turn, tells fat cells to release leptin, the "we're full, stop it" hormone. Leptin strolls into the hypothalamus like a fed-up teacher and smacks the appetite neurons on the wrist. Suddenly, that craving for a third donut vanishes, or at least dimensions. But when time passes, the stomach empties, those fullness hormones fade, and like a sleep-deprived toddler, the hunger hormone ghrelin wakes up. Ghrelin heads to the brain's hypothalamus and throws a tantrum. It activates the exact neurons that push your appetite into overdrive. Boom. You're hungry again. The gremlin is back. So next time your stomach growls, don't shush it. Listen to it. It's not begging. It's not broken. It's just sweeping up yesterday's mess with a megaphone. And maybe, just maybe, it's asking you to chill out on the constant snacking. Eat your meals slower and let the janitor do its job. If you made it this far without your stomach making noise, congrats. You're either well-fed or your gremlin's on a coffee break. Now go give your gut the respect it deserves, or at least stop blaming it for awkward noises during Zoom calls. That's gonna cost you one subscribe.